You're looking to get a Nintendo Wii in 2026. Well, I must tell you, before you do anything else, it's a lot of responsibility. First things first, you gotta feed them daily. A Nintendo Wii can never go without a copy of Wii Fit without feeling a little peckish. And don't forget water. Your Nintendo Wii will get thirsty every now and then. So take it to the water bowl and let it have a sip. And with all this food and water, you gotta take it for a walk outside. When taking your Wii for a walk, you gotta make sure it doesn't end up on its back, because that could really hurt it, especially if you keep letting it walk like that. Allowing it to scratch its back on the ground could be detrimental to its health. Along with getting stones or coins stuck in its disk drive, that could really harm its functionality. Before anything else, you gotta make sure you know what you're getting into. What kind of breed do you want? Do you want a GameCube backwards compatible that might be a little bit older, or do you want one of the newer ones that doesn't have as much functionality? And there's also the Wii Mini, which is often considered the pug of the Nintendo Wii universe. Next, are you looking to get a brand new complete in box? Or are you looking to get one that's been around the block a few times? Now, we all love rescuing animals, but everybody loves a purebred. Nothing wrong with getting something a little new. Now, you might be saying, why should I buy a Wii in 2026? Well, there's actually also a lot of tax benefits. Believe it or not, in 2026 you'll be allowed to put a Nintendo Wii on your tax form as a dependent, allowing you to save about $13 to $14 in this next tax season, which is actually more than $12. Here at the GG Hall Gamer Pet Foundation, we have a few animals that have been mistreated and are looking for a new home. Here we have Mr. Boombalati. Mr. Boombalati's been around the block and was abused by his previous owner, but he's got a lot of character, and although he looks a little beaten up, he's looking for love. Mr. Boombalati, isn't that right? Oh, and Mr. Boombalati isn't your typical Wii. You see, Mr. Boombalati is a modded Wii. Now, if you're looking to get a Wii, modded Wiis are always nice and fun, but you have to be careful, because modded Wiis can have some issues. For example, if you mess with something and your modded Wii isn't happy about it, you could brick your system, and that's no good. Now, there are some upsides to modding, like getting access to a lot of older games, running games without having the disc, and just overall having a much cheaper and easier experience with your Nintendo Wii. Here at the GGL Gamer Animal Foundation, we only give our furry friends the bestest of food, such as Wii Fit Plus. You have to make sure you're getting your Nintendo Wii the correct nutrition. The English Wii takes a different food than the Japanese Wii, so you have to make sure you're doing it right. Otherwise, it might not work. We've got a really good example of what happens when you give your Wii the wrong food. Here we have a Nintendo Wii that was fed exclusively Wii Fit Plus. As you can see, it's looking pretty good after about 20 years. Not too shabby. But then this is one of our more disappointing friends. We've got Eduardo Jr. Sr. III. Eduardo Jr. Sr. III was fed exclusively Country Dance. And as you can see, there were a few side effects. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Country Dance, but you have to make sure you're giving the Wii the correct food. If you're giving your Wii Country Dance every single day, there may be side effects. Not only to your Wii, but to you as well. So make sure you're looking at the nutritional facts of your games before you give them to the Wii. Many people have a hard time adapting to having a Wii in their household, especially with the typical AV requirements. Now, you can adapt very easily with the Wii to HDMI adapters, which will allow you to use an HDMI cord instead of the typical AV cord. Now, sometimes this won't work, but usually getting the adapter is really helpful. Here at the GG Hall Gamer Animal Sanctuary, we specifically only use the AV original cords, because this isn't original, and you gotta keep things original, otherwise you'll end up like the Country Dance Wii, and nobody wants that. One of the most important things you have to be careful of is crossbreeding. Now, in your travels, you might find a Wii U, and you have to be very, very careful, because a Wii is not a Wii U, and vice versa. A Wii U is not a Wii. Now, a Wii U can have some of the food that a Wii will have, but some of the older Wiis can use the more GameCube foods, while the Wii U cannot. Everybody loves Nintendo Land, but you can't use it on your Wii. that is not a compatible food with this animal. Now, if you would like to use Nintendo Land or any of these other Wii U exclusive foods, you just might have to bite the bullet and get a Wii U. Here we have another one of our little furry friends here. This is Bluey. Isn't it ironic? Now, he's been around the block. Someone's damaged him, and they've even been putting stickers on him. Some people only care about the money. They wanted $79 for this little guy, but here, we know he's worth more than that, because when you buy a Wii, they're part of your family. And that's the most important thing of all. Now you might be thinking, is this guy joking? Is this guy serious? No, I'm more than serious. Our little friends need the care and love that they deserve. Like this little fella. He's had a lobotomy. He's missing his disk drive. Most people don't want this guy in their home. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is the most lovable and caring Wii that you can get. Let me even show you. He loves to eat. Here comes the airplane. He really enjoyed that. Oh! You spit up your food. I guess he doesn't like Wii Fit. Alright, everybody, that is the end of my talk for today. We really hope here at GG Hall Gamers Animal Sanctuary and Incorporated that you will get yourself a Wii in 2026. Hey, maybe you can hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the family. And hey, if you guys need to contact me, just call me at 555-555-5555. And hey, maybe we can get you a Wii in your home today. Alright, have a nice day. You can click off the video now. No one's keeping you here. You can move along. I told you not to feed your Wii country dance, you